After cutting weight or being tired from a long day of school, there's nothing better than classic pizza. I'm sure you all know the feeling. The doorbell being rang, the sweet sound of pizza telling you that your pizza is 15 minutes away, or the anxiety of typing in your card number because you just spent $45.68 on pizza and you can't turn back. For as long as I can remember, pizza was something that always spoke unionship. Gathering around a table and sharing a plate with someone is a true meaning of friendship. I know from living in a small Midwest town with nothing good to eat, I can assume that all of you guys have done the following. Have at least ate pizza once. If you haven't, you're missing out. Have argued over pepperoni or cheese. Have experienced delivery. And finally, assume that all pizza is made by a large man with a thick Italian accent. In the next couple of minutes, I will be going through the history of pizza, including the origins, the evolution, and the motorsport history of the pie. Of the most well-known pie in America. So let's begin with the origin. While the history of pizza is brief and fragmented, there is enough information to get a general idea of how the pizza became. According to What's Cooking in NYC, ancient communities such as the Babylonians, Greeks, Armenians, and the Babylonians had their own rudimentary style of pizza. There is speculation that Marco Polo brought back the idea of pizza from the Chinese to France, where he might have dropped the idea to the Italians. Pizza has found itself being referenced in many famous poets' poems, such as Plato, Virgil, and Parmenides. The historian's cookbook states that pizza was primarily consumed by poor communities in Naples, Italy, when the community fell into poverty. The correlation with poverty gave pizza a bad name until Queen Margherita gave it the seal of approval. A food that even the royal family can approve of. This is one of the first times that pizza had made a recognizable appearance in the world. Pizza stayed in Italy and it was seen as almost inedible for hundreds of years. The first pizzeria opening in the United States was in 1897, but it was still widely considered foreign. After World War II, the soldiers coming back to America made a crazy frenzy for the pie. After concluding the origins of the pizza and how it found its place in America, it's time to look at the different types of pizza available. So what makes a pizza, you might ask? A pizza is the creation of bread with toppings and cheese and a tomato-based sauce on top. It doesn't have to be tomato-based, I've seen cheese. These toppings can span far and wide and have evolved throughout history. And references of the AS/LS video on the evolution of pizza such as follows. Dates, herbs, and oils were used in ancient communities. Pizza then wasn't baked with all the ingredients together until the 1700s in Naples, where they used tomato and cheese and baked them together. The marinara and margherita were introduced in Italy and are still a staple pizza today, in the world today. Tomato pies and pizza had been taken off after World War II in America. A tomato pie is a baked piece of bread that has the toppings placed on after the bread has been baked, so tomato, sauce, vegetables, and cheese have been placed on top. Pizza has always been about being able to get exactly what you want. The customization options are endless and can suit practically to anyone's needs. A statistic from a 2013 study by Foodler showed while 36% of people prefer just cheese, the favorites rank as such. I've got to find it. Pepperoni, mushroom, onions, sausage, bacon, extra cheese, black olives, green peppers, pineapple, and spinach. And while you might have heard your favorites or may not have, we can all agree that anchovies belong in the ocean and not on a pizza. Since I've described what you guys already know, let's move on to what made pizza a household item. According to a study by CNBC, food delivery is expected to grow 79% by 2022. While that might sound like an impressive number, imagine the growth that was seen by pizza when it was the first dish to be taken out of stores into the homes of millions. Although the first pizza delivery was to a king and queen in 1889, let's look at the origins of pizza delivery in America and the technology it takes. Sometimes in the 1960s, pizza delivery became a thing. This was made by Domino's, previously Dominick's, and they also made the slogan, or it wasn't actually 30 minutes less or free, it was actually 30 minutes or less, or it's $3 off, but people took that out of context. And it was beat out by smaller companies because they undercut their rates, but Domino's is also very large now. The technologies used to make pizza delivery is actually quite complex. The pizza box, it's made out of congregated cardboard that allows it to keep it lightweight, which is perfect for delivery, but it also allows the grease not to soak through. The hot bag, a bag made out of material that helps retain the heat in the pizza, and it allows the pizza to be fresh at the doorstep every single time. The automobile. With cars becoming faster every day, the delivery market is ever-changing. Scooters and bicycles do provide something that cars can't, and that is split lanes of traffic, which becomes evidently important in high-traffic areas such as New York and Chicago. The internet. This makes the ease of contacting your local pizza place so much more efficient. No need for disruptions or hold times for the man or ordering 30 pizzas for a birthday party. Ordering online also makes it easier for people who don't speak English to do so. Due to all the technological advances in previous years, pizza delivery has become a staple and set a precedent for companies like Uber Eats and Postmates. Today I've given you guys an insight of what pizza looks, the history of pizza looks, and the pizza types available, and the introduction of the pizza delivery system. Hopefully while you're sitting down and eating pizza, you'll think of my speech and the complexities behind it. As I made clear in the introduction, pizza is a staple food that is recognizable across the world. The culture, evolution, and advances in the business to further its success is truly great. So next time you go out feeling kind of hungry, remember my speech and go to pizzeria. They need your dough. They need your dough.
Oh,
Yeah.